Hello.
Hi. Hello.
How are you?
Hi there.
I am awesome. I'm looking forward to playing some Land of Eam.
Give me that Land of Eam. Give me it right now.
But first, we got a shill.
Look at that. We're so close to 200K. That's astounding. The Amir Rao adventure module unlock.
Yeah, Amir Rao is our good friend, and he's also the studio director of Supergiant Games. You're probably familiar with games like Hades and Transistor and Bastion. Pyre.
Awesome stuff.
And he is on board to write an adventure for Land of Eam, which is awesome. He's, full disclosure, he's normally our dungeon master when we play D&D.
Yep.
Been playing since 4th grade with the guy.
Expect lots of fireballs and party wipes.
Wow.
Hello.
Hello.
Hey, Princess Funny Bone.
Welcome.
Hello.
Hey.
Hey. Welcome. Welcome, everybody.
Oh, congrats on the tattoo healing.
Yeah,
that's
we were blown
a process.
That
by
is
awesome,
mind-bogglingly cool.
Ebony tattoo.
Yeah, that's mind-boggling tattoo. We're going to share that on Instagram next week. Can't wait for other people to see it.
Insta.
On the Insta, you know what I mean?
Yeah, so what else to say? This is the final week.
Yeah, final week, only 5 days left. So if you want to jump on the bandwagon and grab the box set or the core book, now is the time. Now
got all these meeples.
I know, we're unlocking the meeples. Show some of these. I'm just the gnome one.
Show me some of the meeples. We got Zona Imbach. We got Skeleton Bard that nobody knows.
Skeleton Bard.
Bard Meeple, Skeleton Bard. Our old friend Rickety Stitch and the Gelatinous Goo. Dungeoneer Meeples. Mushroom. We got the Gnome Meeples.
Yeah, Elberry Berryton.
Sort of like Nerman, but not. He's like a discount Nerman.
Discount Nerman.
What else? We hopefully this week we can make a grand push to unlock some of these.
I know, now's the
really
time.
one of those.
Can we get to the end?
Blue dice?
Can we? I don't know.
Can we? I mean, the only way we can do it is with everybody's help. That's the only way. Everybody's got to share it, tell their friends, and we will get to that 300 mark. The GM screen would be super exciting.
Mm-hmm.
Love John Lauren's art. Plus those gelatinous good dice. We've been getting lots of comments about the dice.
The PFB, the Zozo are discount Chocobo. You were correct.
So,
but only does because they don't play fantasy.
I think they're upscale Chocobo.
Yeah. One might argue that they're of finer breeding in stock. They're not sitting around eating like Chocobo greens or anything like that. They just they're hardier animals.
They're meat eaters too, which is off-putting to some.
Yeah, they have no teeth. They just beak it to
just like giant prehistoric predatory birds.
Yeah, it's like
wandering the wastes of these.
They just swallow rats whole.
Oh god,
like a seagull eating a chimichanga. You know what I mean?
It's the natural prey of seagulls is chimichangas.
Yeah. A soaking wet French fry.
On that note, let's dive back into the Land of Eam. In our campaign where you guys are searching the Prickle.
Mm-hmm.
You found the lost girl, Kelsey Pebbles, but then you lost her again.
Yeah, she left, right? With she couldn't keep the prince, the Shrubling Prince, couldn't keep him waiting around while we investigated the ghosts and then made more of them.
Made more of them, exactly. Sharky is dead, unfortunately.
Sharky is dead, but he's a ghost.
Uh-huh.
Along with his pal, Mike.
Kevo Zambini?
Kevo. I don't know where that came from, but I was kind of certain it was Mike. That's weird.
You committed to the mic. I appreciate it. It's like, yeah.
I really...
It's Mike.
Mike.
I really wasn't sure.
Mike Zambini.
Oh, the mind plays tricks. What can you say?
Yes, F in chat for our shark friend.
Spooky Shark. Spooky Sharky.
Spook Sharky. You know that
All right. What are you guys gonna do? You guys gonna try to find the?
Yeah, I think we got to track down the prince because he's
Yeah,
going to
'cause
go ransack for that. What does he want? Fizzy Wiz?
He wants Fizzy Wiz, but we have to make sure that he only drinks diet because if he drinks the regular kind, they get a little belligerent. And so
yeah, and they'll probably get themselves all killed by the city guards.
Or they'll lay siege to the city for 100 years.
It's just Shrublings, you set them on fire.
It's true.
Kelsey left a note that they're first trying to find her father.
I mean,
I feel like he's around here then, so he's around the Prickle.
We too should try to find the father, I suppose.
Yeah, agree. Let's do it.
Ben, I'm gonna immediately use an ability. How about that? How about them apples?
What are you gonna do?
I'm not gonna tell you. I'm gonna.
It's a secret what I'm gonna do.
You can't know. I'm gonna use Swashbuckler, and let's see if this works. Yeah. So I was going to
say you have to say it first.
Nope.
Nope. Straight transactional number.
It works. It works, Ben. No, I was gonna say. My plan was that I see a freshly hung poster, like a poster for Kelsey, but it looks like it doesn't have the same wear and tear as all the other ones. So he must have been in this direction recently.
Okay.
You want me to re-roll it? Big boy rules.
No, that's fine. We just gotta, there's an order of actions here.
George, you need to be punished.
Use my dear Aunt Sally. Okay.
You propose the idea, and then we work with the die roll, and then we it's like a collaboration. You know what I mean?
You got to work with me here.
Work with me here, Benny boy. But yeah, so off in the distance, tacked to a tree is just a freshly hung poster with Kelsey's face on it.
Okay. I'll give you advantage on your search.
I believe in you, George.
I believe in a thing called dice. Look at that. Who needs advantage?
Respect my authority.
Yeah, 10, 10, 20. Yeah.
I would change that to respect the game. Okay.
Oh. Trying to. Oh, God.
Yes, I'm not even trying to be about
play
authority.
It under these No, he's not.
The authority is the vision.
The way that things are supposed to work.
Mm-hmm. Landing.
Okay. You do find Kelsey Pebble's father.
He's on the other side of the same tree. As we approach, we just hear his camera.
Hello there.
We hear just like the clank of like a staple gun as he's putting.
Yeah. He has a Shrim technology. It's a Shrim staple gun.
Yeah.
It's about the size of like a cellular phone from the 80s. So it's a briefcase size. Like
it's also his most valuable object that he owns.
We steal it.
Yeah, he says hi to you.
So hey, we found your daughter. She's with the Shrubling Prince, and they're looking for you too. You should hook up with us, and we can finally reunite you. The Shrubling Prince.
Yeah.
She's okay. Yes, there seems to be some sort of an odd relationship between her and the Prince Shrubling. But we were taking everybody to Bogtown to get some Fizzy Wiz. It's a long story.
Fizzy Wiz.
The important part is we found your daughter, and
why don't
she's here somewhere? That's another long story. We got separated.
Oh. Well,
but she's safe. She has the Royal Guard with her.
The Royal Guard.
She does.
Prince Shrubling.
The Shrubling Prince. I didn't catch his name, and if he told us, I forgot it instantly. But
he has no name.
Well, we gotta find her. He just starts going like spinning in circles. Doesn't know where to go.
Like grab him
put my
shoulder.
Yeah.
Oh, hold on there, old timer.
Yeah, we both do one side. Yeah. Say, We'll start tracking them right now. We have an idea that they were heading towards Bogtown. It's Bogtown, right?
Yes.
They were first trying to find him.
Find him, yeah. But they were originally. I'm pretty sure Kelsey wants to find you before they head that direction, and she's got the Shrub Prince, not at her beck and call, but she has some pretty heavy sway over him.
You also know that she could not stop him from like continuing.
Medium sway.
Yeah.
It depends. It depends. The important thing is we've got to find him. And how are we going to do that? Brendo's
With
gotta
abilities. Okay. So let's see, Ben. Can we bring him back to our campsite?
Sure.
Yeah. So we'll bring him back. We'll kind of like not settle in, but we're gonna do some poking around and looking for clues as to where they may have wandered off to. It was surprising that they didn't find him when he was so close.
Maybe we
but,
can
you know.
find some tracks or
Yeah.
just something that will point us in the direction that we can. Then we can make a lot of noise. Be like, hip, hip, as we're walking through the woods.
All that does is attract gators.
Yeah.
As a city slicker, Hooch
Yeah.
has no idea. It's just
Yeah.
making tons of noise.
Hooch just keeps asking about the legend of Curly's gold, and
Yeah,
everyone
maybe they'll smell all these hot dogs we're making.
yeah. Never pour your dog water into a quagmash.
No, it's like chumming the waters.
It's like chumming the waters. Exactly. This is something you never do. So
because in the land of Eam, you only boil a hot dog.
yeah, the only way to consume a Nakadonki tube steak is freshly boiled. Let's talk more about land of Eam cuisine.
Yeah, I'm kind of hungry, which is kind of weird because I'm dead.
That is
Oh
weird.
man, he's just around. I say, Sharky, was that you when I was relieving myself in the woods?
Yeah.
That's creepy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
All right. Well, maybe don't do that. Maybe.
I mean, what are you gonna do?
Oh, that's even weirder.
I'm
You know what
sorry.
we're gonna do. Maybe we don't get you back to your brother.
My brother.
Oh, that's right. His brother's in Capstan.
Yeah.
That's
His
how.
brother.
Or Rascalton.
Rascalton. Yeah, we were going to reunite with him.
Kevo Zambini. We had to tell his mom at Capstan.
Yeah, tell his mom what happened, and then tell
Something about Captain Mooser.
Oh, yeah.
Sharky's brother. That's the only way their souls can rest in peace.
Yeah. We got to put them all to rest.
Boy, they're going to be with us a long time.
I forget the voice of Kevo.
Is it
How you
not
doing?
similar to Sharky?
It's just-
Everyone is Sharky.
Yeah, that's right. It's Putty from Seinfeld.
Wow.
It's brutal.
That's right.
I always complain all the time. It's brutal.
All right. We should focus up again. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
keep
sorry.
derailing you.
It's just
No.
too fun.
It is. Jimmy, you got any abilities that might help us track?
I do not. However,
Oh, good.
however, I do have an idea to use Barfly.
Uh-huh.
Once per session, invent a tavern to visit. The barkeep will answer any one question, and at least one random NPC is present.
Actually,
So
that would be amazing.
I
Maybe
want
they're-
to.
yeah.
I want to find a bar. I'm looking for the Prickly Trough, which is a bar around here that probably serves Fizzy Wiz, and maybe they got the need to wet their whistles and they stop by.
If you roll less than a 9, it only serves regular Fizzy Wiz, and they're all hopped up already.
Yeah, they're just like throwing furniture.
Yeah.
Oh, that'll do it. Hold on. It's customary now that I roll so poorly.
Does that completely invalidate, or is there anything exciting?
That is a critical miss. So
Ooh.
I fail. I do not find
What you find is just a crag lizard, like drinking out of
Bow, bow.
a ditch.
Yeah.
drinking like fetid water out of a
Yeah.
ditch. The sound of hey Moreno, welcome.
Hey.
Look at that.
Yeah, Moreno is going to be doing some maps for us for the
Oh,
games.
nice.
It's awesome.
Beautiful
He
maps of
makes
different
incredible
towns.
maps.
Yes. Look him up. He's a genius.
That's great.
So we're going to have like Bogtown all mapped out, stuff like that.
Rascalton. Exciting. Very nice.
Can we have him map one of my 6 hexes?
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
The whole hex.
Perfect.
It'll be
The whole
Mega
hex
City.
will be, yeah.
It'll be like
Yeah,
Mega City
Mega
1 in
City
Judge
1.
Dredd.
Yes, I was going to say it. There's a guy riding around on a horse yelling that he is the law. Everyone is terrified of him. He's actually a terrible person.
It's humorless.
Yeah.
It'll be played by Carl Urban.
Yes. But who is it? Rob Schneider will be reprising his role.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't even remember what he did.
So
Yeah. No.
Right
Let's
back
keep
in.
talking about this. Yeah.
Sorry, it's just going
Yeah.
off the rails today.
Yeah.
It's just
been a long week. Yeah.
so many opportunities to joke around.
Yeah. I love it.
the crag
Nice.
lizard raises its head and growls at you.
I growl back. I make an intimidate check.
That's kind of amazing.
I'm intimidate -2. Let's see how this goes. Nick Cage's the horse is really good. It's really good. I'm the horse. I squawk back at the crag lizard, who then identifies me as a prey item.
Yeah, it makes like a loud, raspy hissing sound.
Unbearable weight of massive justice. see, there's one way to get audience participation. It's Judge Dredd.
I support.
It's so good.
Let's see.
Yeah, can we wrangle this thing, Ben?
I think you just tried
Yeah.
Oh
and
no.
failed.
Yeah.
Um.
Oh man.
Go on, get out of here. Get.
Yeah.
I mean, you can run away.
No. We're locked in Mortal Kombat. Witty repartee does not work with crag lizard. It's correct.
It's a critter.
Right.
Yeah. So it's not an adversary whose parlay is 0, because this is a critter with whom we would have to wrestle.
Is Wrangle.
Rangel.
Yeah. You can
Rango.
run. I mean, he's kind of just like keeping his territory.
Is he bigger or smaller than my pet lizard bear was?
He is massive. He is
okay.
a large creature.
Okay. Yeah, maybe we leave him to his territory.
Yeah,
We back away slowly. Yeah.
My thought is always to back off slowly, but the last
Yeah.
time I did that, Sharky died.
Yeah. What's the old man's name again? Do you remember? I don't
Old
even
man
remember.
Just Mr. Pebbles. is what he
Mr.
calls
Pebbles, he doesn't see so well anymore, and he says, "Is that my daughter?" And he goes rushing in at the lizard.
I tackle him.
Yeah, we drag him out.
it.
It's
You
not your
both-
daughter.
You all go tumbling down a slope,
Mhm.
and you like fall off a cliff and die.
Oh, this is because you guys wanted to make a character creation video.
Oh,
And this
yeah,
is the only
so-
way you could think to do it.
So each adventure needs to be a party wipe, so we can just reboot those characters.
Yeah,
Make nimbleness check.
All right, that I can do.
that I
Well,
can't do.
Let's see. No, I cannot.
Hoochie baby,
Ooh.
booby. I'm your white knight. I let you re-roll it.
All right.
Let me- let me
It
ode-
wouldn't have
let me
been a
ode you.
critical.
Let me ode you.
I liked where you're going with the Die Hard reference, though. Like,
Yes, I critically owed you,
wow,
so
What are
you
you
get to
saying?
re-roll.
it's like the
I
Tenacious D best song in the world.
yeah. I say no, Hooch. This is just a tribute, and re-roll it.
Oh boy!
Oh,
did that-
look
did
at
that
that.
ever work?
Look at that. Okay, now I have to actually make myself nimble though.
This is where you roll a 1.
This is where I roll a 1. Yes, the turnabout is fair play. I was 9. All right, 9.
Respectable.
9.
I high five you as I backflip over you and slide through
Yeah.
the mud on
Yeah.
it, like I'm Legolas on the shield and helm.
Yeah, I was gonna say, are you surfing on your beetle carapace shield? Yeah.
Yes, I am.
Yeah.
All right, you and Mr. Pebbles, Brendo, take 1 dread
Okay.
as you slide
Ooh.
down, and we're kind of in a.
Oh no, I was gonna say Old Magics has an interesting request for later.
Can we please share more about the crafting system?
We could probably maybe do some crafting on stream once we get to Bogtown if we're not dead.
If you ever get there.
If yeah.
This is a lot of assumptions.
We'll put a pin in that, Old Magics, for sure. Yeah.
It's a great idea that we should.
So I'm at.
Right. You guys are
13,
covered
14.
in mud,
Yeah.
and you look up to see where you just were, and it's like 50 feet up there. You just slid
wow.
down a slope.
I say, Mr. Peebles, are you okay? And he turns to me, he's like, please call me Mario.
That's
Sorry.
a high five, Brendo.
Yeah. We walk away. We don't look back. It was an exceptionally derailed stream, and I apologize for my participation in it.
All right. For some, I'm like standing there in the mud.
Yeah.
Where's the crag lizard?
It's high above us, hissing.
It's high above us.
It's no longer a threat. You guys have just bumbled your way out of, but you're lost.
That's what we always do.
We're lost.
That's
covered
the
in mud.
downside.
Okay. All right. So if we were to make we're still trying to track, correct? Should we just continue towards Bogtown and assume that the prince overrode Kelsey's desires and because he threw a hissy fit?
It's a big assumption.
It is a big assumption. I wonder if we could. We've fallen 50 feet down a cliffside, though. I was going to say we could climb a tree and look around, but let's see if I have any other abilities we can use.
I just hold up a torch and raise my arms and scream like Arnold Schwarzenegger in Predator.
Ah!
I go feral.
Yeah.
It didn't take much.
Yeah.
Maybe we could signal them somehow, like a smoke
There's
signal
no
or something.
sky. There's no sky.
Yeah, it'd be impossible.
Oh, because we're covered in prickle. I mean, the prickle encompasses
Yeah,
us.
right. They wouldn't be able to see it.
Vines, just
Yeah.
tangled vines above you.
Okay. Oh man. So I suppose at the very least we could do is a search check, right? To kind of get back on track, or do you want us to make a travel check then?
You could search, and I think it's probably the last one of the day, unless you moved into the night.
I mean, I can never panic or be frightened in the darkness because I'm the Shadow Master. I say we keep pushing.
We're both just tired the next day.
Yeah. No, yeah, Jimmy, you want to go for it?
Yeah, this is a search.
Yeah.
Okay, all right. That's a 9.
That's very good. It's respectable.
That's a 9. I'm going to
All right,
peer through the different brambles. It's like a web in front of us, but I find one spot where I can just push aside to sneak us through.
All right. Earlier, I rolled to see how Kelsey and the Shrub Prince were doing. You saw that, George?
Yeah, I saw that. Ben, whenever you roll
That's
randomly
what that was.
and don't address it, it terrifies me.
It is terrifying.
So they're going to be in a sticky situation when you find them.
Ooh, the prince's ambush.
They walked into a glue factory.
Wow. Horses everywhere.
Oh, wait. Let's see.
Nick Cage's everywhere.
Wicker Man, Nick Cage everywhere.
So you...
This is bad. It's the Hinterlander.
What actually draws you to the area is like this buzzing sound.
Oh no, that sounds terrifying.
And as you get closer, you see that like it sort of looks like a hive made out of brambles, and it's actually multiple hives,
My good lord.
like an area of hives,
Yeah.
and you see bramblebees.
Oh boy.
Crap. Bramblebee hives. How big is Ben? Do you have pictures of bramblebees?
I do.
I do.
You also find a royal spear on the ground.
Uh-oh.
It's covered in royal jelly from the queen. It's not.
Royal honey.
Honey.
Which is sticky.
Sticky situation.
Oh boy, I
This is
saw
one of
what
my-
I did there.
Oh, this is one of my favorite parts of the stream is when we can have Ben show off art.
Bramblebees.
That is gnarly. Look at that! Look at that stinger.
It's
And
like
why
a
do they
saber.
have? Why do they have like ram horns, Ben? Does the actually headbutt? Is that like a mating display they do?
Yeah.
Or are those just antennae?
Yes. Yeah. Ken.
Yeah, sure. Yeah. Next. Yeah.
He's
Yeah,
a
they've
bramblebee
got horns.
behavioralist.
I mean, they're
Yeah.
they're thorny.
Horned animals. They're thorny
Horned.
and
Yes.
yes. Yeah. Okay. Well,
It adds to the dread they deal.
yeah, I'll say it. Adds to the dread that I'm feeling. I turn to Mario and I say, "Okay, Mario, look, these bramblebees are serious business."
He doesn't respond to Mario. He's still like, oh, what?
Is his name Niles?
Niles.
It's Mr. Pebbles.
Mr. Pebbles.
His
His first name is actually Mr.
Yeah,
Mr.
he's
Yeah,
Mr.
it's a
Mr.
family name.
Mr.
It's Mr. Pebbles.
Mr. Pebbles. Mr. Pebbles.
You can just call me Mr.
Oh, okay, Mister.
All right, Mister. Well, clearly we've got to infiltrate this hive by disguising our scent. So I'm going to sneak in, cover myself with honey and pollen, and then we'll be smooth sailing. What do you say, guys?
I shrug.
I know this will work.
Mm-hmm. I want it to happen very badly.
I got
Ben,
I'm
are
scared
these-
out of my mind.
Well, you can stay here, hunker down. Don't get any closer.
He picks up the spear, shivering in his hands.
He can barely lift it. He's like, "Yo, hey."
Ben, are the bramblebees sentient at all?
Make a lore check.
Okay, I do it because I
Or
kind of wanted to
wilderness.
do something.
Whatever.
Let's just roll the d12 and I'll
or
add
whatever
something.
else you got.
What do you got there? Lore, that's gonna be a 10.
Ooh, nice.
Yeah,
Nice.
they are sentient.
Okay. Let's maybe parlay with them, George. We can probably.
Yeah, I was gonna roll good news to create a positive fact or rumor about the queen.
Yeah,
Bramblebee.
I can tell you some more information about them.
Yeah, go for it.
They're about the size of vultures.
Okay.
big
They
bee.
live in these thorny hive domes, and they're actually one of the largest proliferators of plant life throughout the Mucklands.
Oh, interesting.
I love that fact, and I think we should value bramblebees.
should.
They do have a painful sting that burns like a white hot heat.
That's
I saw that movie.
to be avoided. To be avoided.
There's usually just one. Well, there's always just one queen among them, among a colony.
Perfect. What I'm gonna do, Ben, with that information is use the good news ability to roll realms to create a positive fact or rumor about an NPC that I have not encountered yet, i.e., the queen. Do you want me to say what it is first?
I do.
Oh,
Okay.
That's the rule of the game.
Yeah.
Oh.
No. I just want to roll. That's all I ever want to do. So, what I want to say is that the queen values those who fell their enemies, and skeeters are kind of like one of their primary enemies that are encroaching in their territory. And I have a skeeter needle that I would give to the queen as tribute.
Oh.
Authority.
Listen to me.
I am the game master.
All right.
What do you think,
I
Ben?
like that.
I
Yeah,
like
You like
it
where
too.
that's going?
I like it
Yeah.
too.
I like the cut of your jib.
I like the cut of your jib. I'm gonna be
And
making
depending on how
what
this
kind of
goes,
jib?
I've got 40,000 lying abilities in wait.
Perfect. They are lying in wait.
I am lying.
It's
in
okay.
wait.
That is critically successful.
Whoa, nice.
Can I narrate a little bit, Ben? Because I'm going to do it anyway.
authority.
To you. You may GM yourself, George.
Yeah, I began to GM myself. So Brendo very boldly steps forward with a skeeter needle held high above his head, and he kind of, bows his head a little bit to one of the Bramblebee guards as he approaches, who sees that I'm bearing a gift, perhaps for their queen. So I was going to narrate.
Yeah. What happens is some of them seem poised to just stab you with their thorny bottoms, and
I respect it.
one of the guards says, "Stop! He brings
stop.
tribute to the queen."
Yes, we bring tribute for your great and magnanimous queen.
Most
You've
glorious.
slain a skeeter.
Indeed, we have. We have rid your swamps of one of your greatest enemies.
Skeetor the Skeetorian. Because it was a crit. It's a name Skeeter.
It's a name Skeeter, yeah.
You
He was
can,
an
you
elite
can
Skeeter.
lie. You can lie.
Okay, yeah, I will.
Oh, no.
Skeetor the Indomitable. Look at the size of the stinger.
It's like 6 inches long. It's nothing, it's just a regular Skeeter needle. Oh, no. They just buzz at you. I say, I don't know that it had a name, but I know the sound it made when it died.
What is
It
your
wasn't.
total?
It wasn't a crit miss. It's a 4.
Okay. Only one of them stabs you
Yeah, I cannot.
through the abdomen.
Hooch is cursed.
Yeah.
Hooch cannot do any. Even the skills I'm good at.
It's a failure with a plus. The plus is that they just disregard you completely.
Yeah,
That's a
they
good
appreciate
plus.
the enthusiasm, but they think I'm an idiot.
No, they
One of the
don't.
guards-
They don't
one-
appreciate
They don't
it.
appreciate it.
They think
One of the
you're a
guards-
fool.
They're like, your mushroom is talking.
Silence the mushroom.
All right. Okay.
Zona Imbach is just sitting there scribbling. And then Hooch did that thing he always does. And then that's it.
He tried to pickpocket them while they walked away.
Wow.
You're escorted to the Queen's Hive
Mm-hmm.
dome, and there you see that the shrublings are gooped
Oh.
in honey, along with Kelsey Pebble.
Oh, that's like a restraint. That's not a good thing.
No.
Okay.
That's not a good thing.
That's not a good thing. Well,
I
gotta-
dab
I gotta
my pinky into it
document
and
this.
taste it.
It's good.
In fact, some of the guards are slain.
Ooh.
That sounds about right.
They just like clung to the walls as like aliens.
Primal bees are actually carnivorous creatures. They just only incidentally pollinate as they fly from body to body. Really violent creatures.
So you're brought in, and the guard introduces you to the queen.
I
who
kneel
looks upon
immediately.
you with first with disdain, but then she sees the skeeter needle. Says, "Ah, what have you slain?"
Slain a skeeter, and I seek to give this to you as tribute for safe passage through your lands.
Excellent.
You leave.
You are granted safe passage through the bramble lands.
I say, mighty queen, how do we address you?
Your Majesty.
Your Majesty. I see that you have adorned your walls with some of our old acquaintances. How do they come to be in this position?
Oh. Them.
Yes.
They attacked us.
What?
Foolish. Foolish shrublings.
They're quite aggressive. They had
But
to
I
be
imagine-
subdued.
I imagine for a kingdom as great and powerful as yours, they were nothing but nuisances.
That is correct. We only lost 3 guards.
But that's because when they stab people with their stingers, they die.
Exactly. Yes.
Right? Yes.
So
They-
it's part of the plan, you see.
yeah, all according to plan.
We're not inept.
Yeah.
I already fed upon their bodies.
Good.
Oh,
Good.
Yes,
Circle
you
of
do.
life.
As
Yes.
is your royal right. I don't know if that's really how things work, but yeah.
I see that there's a non-shrubling among them. In fact, I know this person. This is Kelsey.
Mr. goes, Kelsey, my daughter.
My daughter.
He runs over and then the guards swarm to him.
They like block him. Yeah.
Um. So
We can't appeal to her emotions because she doesn't have like mother and child emotions.
You've learned
She
this.
lays like
fact that
thousands
she
of
just-
eggs. Yeah.
she.
She eats the corpses of her people.
Should I throw
Yeah.
the shrubblings under the bus, George? Because like I have an opportunity to do it.
I'm concerned about Kelsey not being happy about that and throwing a wrench in our plans, but I'll back any play you make.
well, because like I was gonna go with these shrubblings kidnapped her, and like
And then
you
they
know,
Stockholmed her, and she's got Munchausen's by proxy or something.
yes, I explain all,
these
this.
things. Yeah,
No.
with like complex charts.
I don't know. Like I was
Charlie
gonna
Day.
try to snitch on the shrubblings for like kidnapping her,
Mother and second dinner emotions.
but
Yeah, you're gonna snitch on the Shravlings. I mean, I respect it.
Okay, I'm gonna go for it. Your Majesty, I see that one of the people that you've got clung to your walls is not actually a criminal. They were kidnapped by these shrubblings and forced into their employ. In fact, we're here with her father. May we free her? May I put my hand over his face, just like, may we free her from this bondage? For she also was wronged by these shrubblings.
I don't know. Are you trying to trick? Because it feels more like an inspire to me. Because it's sort of true.
It
in a
is
way.
true. I was trying to use honestly, I was trying to use my snitch on another person. Flaw.
I see.
Well, I
Trying
mean,
to
that
get
will
XP
get
out of
you
the
XP
situation, yeah.
either way.
Yeah. I'm trying to get the XP here, you know what I mean? I will do an inspire, I suppose. I'm not super inspiring, but I go for it.
I find you inspirational.
I'm not really tricking. This is true.
All of it.
Yes. Yes, a 10.
Yeah.
Finally, that's my first success in 2 weeks, I think.
Yeah. But this means that I'm going to start failing outright, and you'll have to.
No,
Yeah,
don't
this
put
is how it works.
Don't put that in.
Only one of us at a time.
Bernard, please guide our hand.
Bernard, guide our dice.
Release the orange boggart. And they pull Kelsey from this. It looks like I don't know. It looks like honey, but it's like she was in a stasis or something. She
it was
comes out.
carbonite, honey carbonite.
Bright
just
yellow, sweet and delicious carbonite.
Yeah. A lot of like steam and mist as she gets decarbonated or dehoneyed, and then she can't see. She has like honey blindness.
I tell her in a really
She
weird,
starts
distorted
pointing a
voice.
blaster at you.
Your blindness will fade. Yate,
love it.
yato, your eyesight will return in time.
Oh,
the queen is just Java now.
Yes, the queen is Jabba the Hutt. She eats a Kowakian monkey lizard right in front of us. Ben, I'm going to use famous and invent something that the queen has heard about me.
okay.
You want to hear what
Say
it
it.
is first? Yeah. Say it. So she's heard that I've made moves against the Tricky Toe gang in Bogtown, but this is only important to her because they've been pillaging her honey vault.
Okay.
I see.
Yeah.
Make it happen.
Ooh, I think this is gonna work. That's an 8 + 2. That's a 10.
There we go.
All right. So this is you tell her this, or is this like
No,
putting two and two together?
I think she puts 2 and 2 together, and she's heard that she thinks I might be valuable. For better or worse. I mean, it could just be a plot thread, like something that we could resolve and come back for a reward, or it could be, I don't know.
She knows you might be.
Brendo,
She knows
the
things.
Shadow Master.
I say you've heard of me, Queen. I bow deeper.
Yes.
Pillaging
The
your
swamp that tells tales.
A swamp has ears and lips and eyes floating in the marsh. Mash.
And like a lot of stink.
A lot of stink.
I've heard that you make moves against the Tricky Toes.
I'm a bit apprehensive at first. I say, who's told you these things?
My little bees.
All of the bees in symphony around us just start cackling together.
It's also clear that they're not little. Like some of them are just like huge and cracking
Yeah.
their fists.
Yeah. One of the bees pops a shrubling into its mouth.
Yep.
I say it's true. We've been searching for ways to unravel them. They've, taken people close to us. They've made us do things that we didn't want to do, and they've made
They are a
Bogtown a
thorn
worse
in my
place.
side.
One might say they're a stinger in your side.
Yeah.
Falls flat. No one laughs.
Oh yeah. This guy.
I love it. I say we seek to unseat them from their place of power. How have they been
Yes.
slighting you? I would imagine that you've been protected from their overtures out here in the
They
pickle.
creep into the prickle, and steal my honey.
Vlasics. I say, well, I wonder what use they would have with your honey. Perhaps they're making some sort of moonshine mead.
I do not care or know, but they take it.
Well,
How do they get in? Are there tunnels back to Bogtown or anything like that they've been using?
We are not sure. There are many ways in the prickle.
I see.
I got an idea.
Okay, go for it.
Mighty Queen, Your Majesty. What
Oh,
if we
God.
were to infiltrate their gang by bringing some of your honey as if we had pillaged it? But in fact, it was a cunning ploy. You provide us the honey, and we'll sneak into their base and undo them.
And why would you do this for me?
Because we share an enemy. The Tricky Chos are our enemy as well. If we could help each other, we could see them destroyed.
So then we are allies.
Yes.
Yeah.
I reach out for a hero tug, but then the guards immediately block me.
She just like puts out one hand and bumps your hand.
I think you're really weak.
Very well. And if you fail,
If we fail, you'll never see us again because we'll be sleeping with the fishes. Am I right?
They don't know what fish are.
Water lizards.
Ah, the water lizards.
Of course. The mighty salmon. Yes. I've heard of it.
Slamming salmon. Yeah, I mean, this could be interesting in the sense of being able to get into the tricky toad.
Yeah. If we know they want this honey, we could be like, we got a shipment for you guys.
Yeah. So I mean, I guess we could go back to Bogtown, link up with Underbrink, give her the books, like the cooked books and stuff.
Disguise ourselves.
Disguise
join the
ourselves.
gang with some honey.
Use the honey to break into the gang.
Kelsey Pebble says,
We're not saving a friend.
what about the Shrub Prince? We have to save him.
Yeah, we'll deal with that. You and your father, you get along now. We'll take care of the Shrub Prince. No worries. We got a deal, Queen. All right, we'll catch it
later.
Please.
Yeah, I knew this was going to be an issue.
There's one more thing, Your Majesty.
One more thing.
She seems like really put out by this.
Mm-hmm.
Like she was ready to give birth.
What is it?
Yeah.
A little busy. What do you intend to do with the Shrub Prince? Because we may have a use for him as well.
They will make a fine meal.
Oh, well, that makes sense. We were going to eat him too.
Yeah.
We'll split him. No,
right down the middle.
Brendo. You know this? I don't know how to say it.
I don't. I was trying to figure this out the whole time because, like, yeah, good.
Can I use con artist in an attempt to communicate that the shrublings may not actually be edible?
Oh, okay.
Because they've drank too much Fizzy Wiz and it's poisoned their blood. And then reveal secret information that maybe Fizzy Wiz and Bramblebees don't mix.
Every Bramblebee who's eaten a shrubling at this point has exploded because of the carbonation.
It's like a pigeon eating an Alka-Seltzer.
Yeah.
Wait, do you are you?
Wait, let me read it. Yeah, I'm proposing one ability. Once per session during a conversation, make an NPC reveal withheld or secret information. I guess I'm trying to like narrate instead of that power, kind of.
Can I narrate that Hooch's ability now works as narrate?
Well, let me just try to tell her, like, I'm not sure that they're safe for eating. They're they've been poisoned by Fizzy Wiz.
Okay, and I might be able to play off this. We'll see.
I'll use fibbing on this to give me
Good old
disadvantage on a
Fibonacci.
trickery check because I just cannot fail again.
To give you disadvantage on trigger?
I'm sorry, advantage.
Oh
Sorry.
my god, I was like, is that?
I'm gonna make this harder on myself just for the stream.
Do it just for the XP.
Okay, that's
All
9.
right.
That's a 9.
9.
She says, "What is Fizzy Wiz?"
Fizzy Wiz is a dangerous drink filled with air and toxic bubbles that is popular in Bogtown and through the rest of the, by Tricky Toes. They're always drinking it. Tricky Toes drink it. You don't like it. you don't want to mess with Fizzy Wiz. That stuff's dangerous.
Very well, slay them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Well, we'd actually like to maybe use them for something else.
His greatest mistake. Yes, it is Fizzy Wiz. Your
Majesty, we request that we could eat them later. We've ran out of supplies, and being able to bring these folks with us would make it so we would eat well all the way back to Bogtown. The Shrub
Would you
Prince's
not be
eyes.
poisoned?
We are able to consume Fizzy Wiz.
We've been drinking it in little
We are
amounts
city
our
folk.
entire lives. So we've grown a natural immunity to it.
Yes.
I'm gonna make you make another trickery check just
Okay.
because you're just like going in circles.
Hold on. I use shady contact to make somebody I know who's already on the wall. It just says he ain't lying.
we don't get them out of here, but they're certainly there on the wall. Oh yeah, I know this guy. He's a mensch.
He's totally telling the
mensch.
truth.
Yeah.
No, I'll do one more trickery. Okay, that's a 12. That's a 12. Hooch is earning
She
his
seems
pay.
just more confused than anything. And says, "Very well. As allies, you may take the prisoners as food."
All right, I'll be like, get down here, you, and like I'll poke him with my man catcher. Get in line.
Yeah.
You'll want them bundled. And then the guards
They get-
like,
uh-huh.
just like roll them all into like a ball, a cylinder of honeyed shrublings.
I say this is very
Just like-
convenient. Thank you
just-
for packaging them for us.
They're like tied up like Scooby-Doo characters, just like
Yeah.
their legs and bits.
Yeah. We roll them out of here.
Thank you, Your Majesty. And I poke them in front like they're our prisoners.
I leave the skeeter needle at her feet. And
Now leave
back away
me.
slowly. I say, have many thousands of pleasant births, Your Majesty. And we bow.
Thank you. Let's get out of here.
Yeah, you're escorted out of the Hive City.
It's Anchorhead.
Kelsey Pebble says, "What? What? I don't even understand what just happened."
What just happened was the finesse of a rascal like your friend Hooch over here. Okay,
This guy.
and
This guy.
Brendo, he's famous. Don't even question it. We're out of here. We're leaving.
That's right. We're going back to Bogtown.
Where you
Thank so
belong.
much.
Where I can sell you into slavery.
What? Oh, jeez.
Thank you so much for helping us.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
Oh. I turn to Hoosh and I say, you know, it's a shame we didn't get any of that ageless green.
So you're gonna stay here another session?
Another session.
No, I was hoping he rewards us with ageless green. I'm just kidding.
Hey, let me ask you. You ever seen some Ages Green, Kelsey? Mr. Kelsey? Mr.
Yes, Kelsey
Pebbles?
Grammer.
I've heard tales of it.
Okay. Well,
They say it's up in the high
Mhm.
canopy of the Prickle.
Mr. Canopy.
can't win them all, you know?
If only I could fly up there and get it.
What are you gonna do with the shrubs?
Kill him.
No, I was going to let him go once we cleared this place.
I asked
And-
Kelsey what she wants to do with the shrubs.
Oh, yeah.
I say, look, they've been good friends to you. They kept you alive this long, but there's children. They're functional morons.
Maybe
That's not true.
you want him to come to Bogtown with us still?
Well, I think the prince will still want to go and get Fizzy Wiz.
And then what?
Then he'll be
just-
happy.
But what about after that? Will he just want more Fizzy Wiz? And more and more and more? How will he fit into society? Will he go peacefully back to the Prickle?
Or will he be like a group of fish out of water, like like Casey Jones and the Samurai guys from Ninja Turtles 3?
Ow. Ow.
Great reference.
It's a deep one. We could bring him with
I
us.
don't
I
know.
mean, I think it's okay.
But you made a promise.
Did we?
We did.
All right, that's fair. We're gonna bring him to our local Fizzy Wizzery. So we'll decarbonate them. Wait for their site to return, and then get into Bogtown. We got to make sure that they leave afterwards.
There's a few moments of the shrubling guards like ambush.
He is ambushed.
There's no ambush. We saved your lives.
Yep.
Ah, you saved us.
You're here, aren't you?
And Kelsey, you found your. Is that your father?
It's my papa.
I finally found my papa.
Wonderful.
Papa.
Wonderful.
Ooh.
Let's continue the journey then. Just like wiping off the goo.
And just marches off into the distance, like totally unperturbed by anything.
Yeah. I say, good Shrub King Prince, you've lost at least half of your retinue.
Oh, that's okay.
Oh, it's okay.
Are his men bothered by this?
They look at each other like
Make a perception check.
Yeah.
their king.
Oh,
the prince is a tyrant who doesn't care.
You can't perceive
tell.
anything.
That's because
But,
they're
like,
shrublings. I mean,
That's because
I
they're
feel like-
professionals.
It's weird that they don't.
Maybe they're all
Yeah.
part of like one like super organism or something.
wow, that's amazing. They have just like a hive mind.
Yeah,
Well,
it'll be
maybe
fine. There's more being trained right now.
I turn to Hooch and I say, "Where do shrublings come from?"
I don't know, but I feel like we should teach this guy a lesson to care more about people.
I completely agree. I say,
can taste the
Kelsey,
Fizzy Wiz.
Kelsey, this is who you're friends with. This is a guy who doesn't care about people below him.
We should put him to work at like the pancake house with Penny, like where he's
Wow.
like got to wash dishes and stuff.
Yeah,
Just like put him through a montage where he learns how to be
Yeah.
a person.
yeah.
But he's kind to me. We're friends.
But Kelsey, you should look at the way he treats others around him. Right? These guys are loyal. They gave their lives for him, and he's unmoved by that. That's something that you should take into consideration as you carry on your friendship with him.
You could probably be a good influence on him.
Yeah, you can teach him the value of the lives of those around him. At the very least, you should be concerned for your own life for when you're no longer interesting to him, because he may discard you like those around him.
Happened to me.
Yeah.
I think she kind of tunes out that last part, but what seemed to hit her was like she could be a good influence on him.
Nice. Yeah,
The last
Brendo
part
keeps
was, like,
talking,
way
but it
too
just goes
confusing.
wah, 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 wah. Yeah,
Way too deep for a child to understand.
yeah, yeah. She's like, what? I could be a good
When
influence.
he kissed you aside.
Yeah. The inevitable betrayal.
to the walls like everybody else.
He's a monster, don't you see?
Like off in the distance, he's just like pointing at things and like telling his guards to like
Get it
go
for him.
investigate. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Kelsey runs over to him and they start talking and you're not sure what they're saying, but she's like putting her arm around him. What do you want to do now? Do you want to actually lead the Shrublings back to Bogtown?
I think so. I think that's the
Mhm.
best. We promised to do it, and if Kelsey and we can have a positive impact on the prince, maybe he'll go back and be like a great king someday.
Yeah. And then we can get into the maybe we can do a little bit of crafting like old magic's asked for as well.
Yeah.
So let's
Yes.
make some travel checks, I suppose, or you want to rest the night, right, Ben? It's been
Yeah, time to rest.
We could have been like doing all of that while we were resting as well.
That's true.
Hmm. Yeah.
I use campfire songs on our little group as we rest for the night to brighten the mood of everyone around us. I'm gonna roll and see what happens. That's a 4. Ooh. That's a 6. So I can choose one option below. An ally can remove a condition, which we don't need. All allies heal level plus courage after food and rest. I don't think we need that either. But instead of someone dangerous, a wandering intruder with a gregarious disposition visits the camp. We're going to go with that one. And if nothing is going to happen, that's fine. But this will, I guess, negate.
Yeah, you could choose a different one if you want. I think that it would benefit the shrublings.
Oh, the allies heal level courage after food and rest.
Yeah, they're not doing well.
Okay, yeah, we'll do that.
They also haven't
play
eaten in 3 days, so they're like,
yeah. We boil up our last Nakadonkey tube steak. Ooh. Oh no, I have 2 of them.
I try not to eat some of the honey that was given to us.
Yeah. Oh, I guess we can go hunt real quick in the wilderness and see if we can bring back some food.
I'll give it a shot.
Go for it. I'll support Hooch emotionally.
Should I fish?
I do nothing.
I will fish. I'm gonna fish
Okay.
for some food. That'll do it.
We say, well, boys,
that's bad. That's a 1.
Fill your bellies with this music.
That's bad. That's a critical miss.
So you're saying I should change it to the thing where we have a gregarious person visit?
Yeah.
Yes.
Can we do that, Ben?
No, big boy rules. You made your choice.
Big boy rules, is the first thing I said, and then you swayed me out of it. You're like, maybe you don't want to do that. So who's the big boy now?
No, yeah.
No, I'm fine with that one.
No, I'm just kidding.
64.
I am just kidding.
Bramblebees pollinate our campsite.
There's a gregarious bog roll.
Hey guys, what's going on?
Hey.
That comes to the camp. Let's see what his name is.
Random NPC.
Yep.
All right, we've got Cord the Cunning.
Cord the Cunning. That's a great name.
Cool. That's a good name.
He's a messenger.
Interesting.
From Underbrink herself.
That who hasn't got all day.
Wow.
That's so perfect. If he's a messenger, I wonder if we could hire him. We could hire him to tell or to communicate with Bogtown. I guess we're almost there.
Yeah, we're very close.
It's such a cool thing that he's a messenger, though.
Yeah, I say, Cord, come sit with us. Where are you headed to?
Oh, I heard there was a witch around here.
I mean, down in the Gator Maze.
Is that the only witch?
Is Shade Wand still a thing?
Yeah. She's more evil than ever.
Yeah, there's Shade Wand down the Gator Maze. There's Chara, the Chickenfoot Witch. I hear she's over at the Crack.
There's not a local witch or something? There's got to be a witch somewhere. I got a really important message.
Yeah, which witch are you thinking of?
I don't know which witch.
Maybe we could let her know what the message is. If we bump
just
into
opening
her, can I
people's
use con artist again?
Sure.
I do it. Crit.
Yeah, I got this real important message. My brother's going to be really upset if I don't
lay it on me, guy. We'll get it.
Can you just sign for it?
If we happen to bump into her before you do, we'll let her know.
Well, it's really complicated because my brother's a werewolf. I probably shouldn't even be saying this.
That's all right. Everybody's got a brother who's a werewolf.
He's kind of wanted.
The Shrub Prince over
by
here is
the
this.
Copper Hats.
Yeah,
Oh.
those copper hats, they're one everybody. No fault of his own.
Yeah, so I'm kind of want to get a witch to come and check him out.
All right, what was his name again?
Well, I'm Cord the Cunning, and he's Brian the Cunning.
Oh.
Brian the Cunning, werewolf, looking for a witch. Copper hats are after him. Got it. Yeah, I think we can
Yeah,
pass
I
that
mean,
along.
he journeyed into the Quagmash. I don't know, a couple months ago.
Uh-huh.
Just ran afoul of some cursed item.
Yeah, those cursed items will get you every time.
Get you right here or right here?
But I mean, you guys got a real nice vibe at this camp.
It's the music.
Yeah, I know
The
you
music
probably don't
really
have all
is.
day, but you should at least stay
Yeah.
for dinner.
I don't have all day, but I mean, I should. You know, this is great what you guys have done here. I really like what it's like. There's this nice ambiance. It's like just coziness.
That
around
would
the
be the
fire.
bard.
Ling, 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 ling.
Man,
Plays
what do
the
you call
Epic
that
Cat
instrument? That's something.
It's a guitar.
Really.
Yeah.
Only one in the Mucklands.
Yeah. It's shrimp technology, man. Don't ask how I got it.
I mean,
It's a
what do
story
they
for another
think
time.
of next? Those shrimps. I mean, those guys
Those
and
guys
gals.
and a pizza place.
I mean, they're just real smart. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
I bet you guys are smart. You guys look like you're smart.
really smart. So smart.
I feel like he's about to
Who-
trick us. I'm
Who are these
paranoid.
shrub guys over here? You know?
The prince immediately asks for his head. Like demands it. He's like, bring me his head. He is not showing me the proper respect.
Oh, I'm sorry. Should I be bowing?
Yeah. Actually, yes, he's royalty.
Yeah.
We're escorting him to Bogtown.
In search
What,
of Fizzy Wiz.
Fizzy Wiz.
The prince immediately goes, do you have any Fizzy Wiz?
Yeah, I got a can. Pulls one out.
Seize him.
One of the guards takes it from him violently.
Yeah.
All right. All right.
It's I mean, could have said please. You know what I mean?
Prince is not.
The prince just like cracks it open, drinks the whole thing down, and then it hard cuts to an hour later, and it's like Lord of the Flies.
Yeah.
We're running through the swamp for our lives.
Yeah. It actually, every time he drinks Fizzy Wiz, he grows to 40 times his normal size. And like begins like
George always wants
stampeding.
everyone to become huge, to become a kaiju when they like.
I do. I want kaiju battles in the land of Beam.
Love it.
Yeah, so that guy just took my Fizzy Wiz. What's up with that?
It's all right. You can.
It's a small price to pay for safety when you bed with us tonight. You know, we'll keep you safe.
Yeah, that's rent.
That's rent.
All right. The Shrub Prince is in fact just guzzling the Fizzy Wiz, and it's just like spilling all over his body. He
He's
gasps
yelling like a
as he's
Tuscan
done.
Raider.
This is amazing. It's so much better than I remembered. So good.
I can feel the universe inside me.
What is this called? What
Is
does
this
this
a
say?
Kylo
What
Ren
does this
Moore
can
situation?
say?
That says remix.
Fizzy Wiz remix.
Berry Blast Remix.
Berry Blast Code Red remix.
Yeah.
That's it.
Now with more jolt.
Now with more crystal.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
There's
Like,
actual methamphetamine.
whoever
in this.
made this is a genius, and I want them in my retinue.
Well, that's a tall order.
I want this
look-
guy. He points at the wizard, the Fizzy Wizard. I want him in my court. And I want to create all this Fizzy Wiz for me. And I want my own special flavors.
We've created a monster.
I want something that tastes like the sun.
I immediately light him on fire. I look at Kelsey and I look at the prince and I look back at Kelsey. How is she reacting to all this?
She's just smiling.
Oh,
She's
God.
like,
She's complicit.
she's more crazy than him.
Yeah.
She's the one.
Yeah. She's been pulling the strings the whole time.
The whole time I
we
thought it
did
was
not
him.
know.
She
Oh no, did James has a seizure. I wonder if his power cut out.
Yeah, maybe. Well, Kelsey is a child, you have to understand, and she sees that her friend is happy, and she's
happy
she
for
thinks,
him.
she thinks it's funny.
I look to Mr. Pebbles. And what is he just happy his daughter's smiling? He has like no desire to
No, he
discipline her
seems a little
because
creeped out by this Shrub Prince.
yeah. I say we have to do something about the Shrub Prince.
He's like a little tyrant.
He is. No one's ever spanked him before. He needs discipline.
I removed James as a favor.
I mean, I appreciated his face just like frozen there the entire time.
Yep, he's got a power outage.
Ah, shoot. All right. Well, there's something we thought might happen. Ben, do you want to?
We could talk about crafting. We could kind of end the session there, and you
Yeah.
and
Well,
I
let's
could talk about
cliffhanger on that. Yeah. So we have this maniacal Shrub Prince. I'm going to put that he's Shrub Prince chugged Fizzy Wiz and he's gone mad.
He's gone mad with sugar.
Okay. Yeah. And gone mad with sugar. He wants the Fizzy Wizard in his court. It's a really funny touch, Ben. I love it. Well, yeah. So I think that's fine to kind of end on that maniacal rant from the Shrub Prince. And let me see if I have any of the crafting documents. I'll let you take the
So-
lead, Ben. I mean, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, where can we start? Well, there are a lot of like beyond like the normal. I want to make a sword, like a regular mundane sword, which you totally
Yeah.
can do.
Mhm.
Well, let's first start with that. In order to do that, you need materials, and that's sort
Which
of like
are
a generic. It's sort of
it's like an abstract concept,
abstract.
right?
Is what I was
Yeah.
trying to say. Yeah.
Yeah. It's
So it's like wood, metal, anything like that,
Mhm.
but instead of tracking each individual type of material, we're just calling it materials just to make it easier.
yeah.
And so, for instance, if you want to make a sword, like a long sword,
Mhm.
that, for instance, is a 2-slot item. You'll need enough materials to make that happen. And so it's all based on like 1, 2, or 3 slots, or perhaps 0
Right.
for a
Depending.
tiny little thing.
Can we put Sharky's soul inside an item? I like where you're going with this, Ulysse. This is going to be like a
Sort
Diablo
of like
2
a
Soulstone.
phylactery, if you will.
Yeah,
Make a
we're gonna-
lich.
Make him a lich. So I would say this that the Gloom King definitely probably has that ability to put people's souls into item. And like everyone who works for him, I would imagine.
Well, actually, the Gloom King, his lichery is a little different than like D&D phylactery lich.
Okay.
Going back to the items,
Mm-hmm.
sorry, just opened it up. So it's actually also based on the cost of the item.
Right.
And so let's say you got a sword that's silver coins usually, and it's
Mm-hmm.
2 item slots. that would cost 3 per item slot, so a total of 6. 6
Okay.
materials that you would need. And then, but when things get really interesting is with all of the components and stuff that you can find in the world during your travels. And we have tables for each region. Oh, Jimmy's back.
Welcome back,
Hey!
Jimmy. Are you
I don't
able
know
to
how
share the
long I'll
tables?
last.
Oh, no worries, dude.
Well, we don't have it all laid out yet.
Okay. No, that's totally fine. Wherever you guys have. But I mean, like that was kind of, if you look back at the episode today, that was like where I had gotten the skeeter needle from, right? That is actually a crafting component that has a couple different uses that are associated with it.
So, for instance, there are 4 different types of components. We've got
Mhm.
critter components, elemental components, fish components, and herb components, and they're all gathered specifically in different ways. Like you have
Mhm.
to focus on. All right, I'm gonna try to find a critter component, or whatever.
Right.
You can also find them in hordes, and
Hearts.
in the sandbox, also trade for them and whatnot.
Yeah. I think we were able to barter at witches, was it? Like there was like city people
Mhm.
we could barter with.
Yeah. So in each region, there are 6 regions, and there are 12 different things per region for like
Mhm.
each category. So that's what 72. There are some overlaps, but I think there are actually 50 of each. So there's
Okay.
50 fish, 50 um, critter components, 50 herb components, which you
Yeah.
use to make alchemy stuff. So there are all these recipes. These are 50 recipes for alchemy,
Mhm.
and it lists all the components necessary. And alchemy, for instance, is kind of one of the things that gives you magic powers in this game, or like gives
Mhm.
you access to magic other than magic items. Yeah, cool. I'm glad it's sounding cool. I feel like I'm rambling through this. Just
No. It's good. It's good. We like it, Ben. Don't worry. But yeah, I'm not familiar with the 5e rules, but that's what I do like about this game, right? Like if we were really super into it, and I'm always bad about doing this, but like, we have like Ramgor horns that we got from when we killed a Ramgor, the skeeter
Yeah.
needle from when we killed a skeeter. Like a lot of these creatures that we encounter in the world may have a chance. Do you guys treat it as a chance to drop the component, or is it, if we're just thinking about it, they have that component, or how do you like to approach that?
So it is like a proactive thing.
Yeah.
As a GM, like
Hmm.
I got to be honest, that's not something I'm thinking about.
I think we all forget about it. Yeah.
Yeah,
There's
it's
just a lot of
you
stuff
know,
to think
and
about.
plus when we're streaming, it's like hard to stop and craft for 30 minutes. It's like
Yeah.
it's not.
I don't know that you need that much time, but you got to have it on your mind to be like, I'm looking out for these things.
Right.
So you got to be the type of player that wants to pursue it.
Mhm.
Uh,
It's easier when you have all this crafting in front of you. Like, you could approach each encounter and be like, oh man, we're fighting Kaleidoscorpions. Maybe I can get one of their tails. Or like, there's a
yeah,
razor
but
bass.
like the
Yeah.
fighting aspect is the least, like that's
Yeah, it's more
like the
about
least likely for you to get stuff. It's more about like searching in the world and hunting, like
right.
off-screen hunting.
Oh,
Looking
okay,
for-
okay. Like Oregon Trail.
searching for plants or elemental components or
Mm-hmm.
Like how you guys, like James just fished. He would
Right.
have gotten a fishing component if he made his check. You could have hunted and gotten food for everyone, and also gotten a critter component out of it.
Right. Yeah, depending on your role, the quality of your role, right? You would
Yeah, it's all based on
be able to.
wilderness.
Mm-hmm.
So
I mean, do you want to go through that? We've done that on stream several times, but it's
yeah, I mean,
it might be
what do
easy
you
to
have
talk
in
about.
your inventory right now?
Yeah, that's a good point. So what I have, we got witchweed, which I made a note for myself. I can make hex powder or a curse breaker potion. I keep using the Grail Tick mucus, but never actually using it. Got bog flowers, cairn sting, ramgor horns, bogrel bronze leaf, and a naiad sandstone.
Okay. Naiad sandstone.
Here we go.
So if you use this, it reduces the materials needed for a crafting recipe by 1d6.
Nice. So it'd be like I'm making a sword, and I say I also have some naiad sandstone I want to work into the equation. And by burning this additional component, I would then reduce the overall cost by 1d6 of materials.
Yeah, but I also think it was probably used in something else.
I imagine so, yeah. Show me naiad. All right, okay. Oh, all right.
Maybe not. And
That's a pretty powerful use in and of itself, though.
Stuff is also currently being edited, and it's a lot to manage. So we're gonna that's something that we will address. Like the naiad sandstone should be used somewhere else as well. So it's not perfect yet, but it's in the process. And what were the other things that you had?
Got bogrel bronze leaf.
You have access to this, George, right?
I have the older crafting and alchemy components, and then the herbs sheet, which are separate. So I have the crafting master document.
All right, so bogrel bronze leaf. If you make something out of this of your choice,
right,
like a bladed weapon or a tool, it gains the steady trait.
Steady. I like it. Now, you want to search real quick for the document, see if it can be used in anything else? Or we don't have to pursue that. I'm just curious.
No.
Okay. Still, though, I mean, I think that not every component has to be used in multiple things. I think that's a lot. But I mean, even just when the player has this crafting, whatever it becomes the final iteration of this crafting sheet, you can go and reference, right, what you have and say, this becomes a new goal for yourself, right? I remember this with the previous campaign of I have X and Y. This makes me want to craft this particular thing. And I have to maybe find the additional components. And that's where we're talking about well, maybe I'll barter this component I have no use for with a local apothecary. So I might be able to get a component that I do want for this.
A big hurdle for our own play testing was the layout UI of all this stuff.
Very tough, yeah.
So that's part of what we're working on.
The UI, if you will.
And we haven't revisited things in a while, so we're going to be doing that soon.
Yeah.
But there's also cooking, where
bandy clams particularly
buffs to feed the party.
Yeah.
The crafting items, your magnificent items, are kind of between mundane and magic. They're not actually magic, but they provide a bonus or little ability of some kind. For instance, the Orchiron Halberd has cleave. It ignores block, and it's +2 dread. There's nothing magic about it. It's just a fine weapon.
Weapon. It's a fine young cannibal.
So, yeah, what is there something you can make, George? What do you want to use?
Sure. Let me
Does
Look at
Hooch,
my-
do you have any stuff?
I don't.
Yeah, give me 30 seconds to page around this and talk amongst yourselves. The
I thought
Industrial
you had like
Revolution.
a bunch of
was-
materials or something.
I like traded them and lost them and things. so I
Yeah,
have none
James
left.
has been holding on to the materials, and we've squandered them in a good way, right? Like it was like to get out of this situation, to get out of that situation.
Yes, basically.
Which is like the benefit of materials is they are an abstract concept, so you can be like, well, I wrestle around in my bag of tricks and I pull out 40 bolts and I use them as like caltrops, and it works.
And today used the skeeter needle as
Yeah.
As like a
tribute.
Yeah, I mean that was like a good route to take with this thing. I didn't know what it did, but I was like, we got insects. This is another insect. That's why you can use your creative abilities to play off these things too. Like I'm particularly proud of how it went today. Like that worked out very well with some good rolls. Let me see about the Cairn Sting. What can we do with that? Nothing on my sheet. You got anything yours? Oh,
green
Cairn Stinger.
poison.
Okay, well, yeah. Let's say we're gonna make green poison, right? Because I wanted it to coat my Keytar in that, so that when it shoots powerful lasers at people, they're poisonous. It's like directly assaulting Ben.
So you'd have to put it on like an actual weapon.
How dare you imply that my Keytar is not an actual weapon? I understand what you're saying. So let's say we were going to put that on Hooch's. I don't know Hooch. What's your weapon? Your man catcher.
Man catcher.
Yeah.
All right.
Hooch's man catcher is somewhat poisonous.
You would also need Gorg Nettle. Say you had Gorg Nettle.
Okay.
And then you'd really just need to make an alchemy check.
Okay, so let's just play that out. I'm not going to say we have that, but if I was to make an alchemy check, what skill would I use? Is it lore or know-how or tinker?
It is tinker, and you'd also need some tools to carry around, which is easily gettable anywhere.
Yeah. So let's say we were in town at kind of like a workshop, or I had those tools. That's fine. I think that's a very small barrier to entry because and I think we have like journeyman tools or like entry level tools, like masterwork tools. Kind of like there's different levels, right? Do those give you bonuses?
There are alchemy tools is pretty.
It's like a Bunsen and beaker.
Standard.
Mm-hmm.
It's just like one thing.
I see.
But there are master tools for the other things for like creating items.
I love it. So then, yeah, let me make it. Let's just like role play a tinker check. So let's say I had the tools and I wanted to boil this potion. So I'll roll a d12 plus 1, and I make a 3. So does this kill me? What happens in a let's talk about that. What
okay,
happens
so a
with
three,
success and a failure?
you fail to craft the item.
And it consumes.
It does not consume. A 1 to 2 expends the components.
Okay. And this just has a failed. So you've wasted time essentially, but no components.
Right.
That's actually very forgiving. And okay, so that makes sense. Boom, Elise says, yes. I have venom in my face. You big disgrace. I'm getting my goop all over the place.
Well done.
Thank you. But yeah, what do you guys want to talk anything else about crafting or?
What else is there?
I think that's kind of a good, at least, primer to talk about it. It'll be easier to discuss once we, you guys have everything finally laid out, and then we can. I don't know if you guys are planning on doing kind of a crafting, not workshop, but like maybe a more crafting workshop.
I think the number one thing about crafting is that it's player driven.
Yes.
The player has to be excited about it and want to pursue it. Otherwise, you can easily skip it. And that's probably for the best, because it's a level of complexity that not everyone wants to engage in.
Right.
Right.
But the fact that it's there is a good thing, because as you travel, as you journey, as you fish and hunt, and you do your day-to-day stuff, like you will gain components, you will gain materials out of hoards, and that will be in my mind, that's a lot to drive a player in the right direction of if they want to explore crafting, they'll be able to. And if you want to play with Noodle, you'll be able to.
Yeah.
Oh, I hear
And
purring.
it's fairly deep once you dive into it, because there's just a lot of components and a lot of recipes and a lot of different combinations of stuff.
Yeah. I mean, I still think that Land of Eam suffers from the too much good stuff situation, right? It's like if you suddenly got a bee in your bonnet about wanting to craft, you can just, your whole adventure and campaign can get derailed trying to craft something. And I think that's great. I think that's so wonderful, trying to chase down components or searching for like that last piece to some really great weapon you want to craft.
A bramblebee in your bonnet.
Yes.
Cool.
I hope that
Yeah.
kind of answers Old Magic's want to, discuss the crafting system thing. At least
and
on
like
the surface,
I said,
you
we're
know?
gonna soon. It's literally being done now. Our editor's
Right.
working on the crafting stuff.
Good old V.
So,
Hendro.
it's actually Matt. She's the layout artist.
Good old Matt.
So that'll be cool to revisit things, and hopefully he has some good input on what could be made better.
Yeah. And I think if anyone has questions or just wants to talk more about the crafting system as it is, they can sound off in our Discord too, just to ask what people's thoughts are, or if they have suggestions or whatever it might be. It's always nice to discuss it.
And if you're super interested, you can actually go to the Discord and download the beta rules still and check out what's there.
It's out
That'll
of date,
give you,
for sure.
Right.
But
it'll like give you a better sense of what we're talking about.
Yeah.
All right.
It's been good. It's been a good quest.
Indeed. Super fun.
End it there for today. You got the Mad Shrub Prince.
The
to
Mad
deal with
Shrub
next time.
Prince.
Yeah. Do you guys want to do XP Munoz?
Yes. XP.
Thanks, Elise. Appreciate it.
Yes, definitely. We always appreciate your viewership. Makes
Your
streaming a lot more
viewership.
fun.
Indeed.
Yeah.
Did you complete a quest or objective today?
We rescued the Shrub Prince. We re-rescued Ghelfi.
Got her to her dad.
Yeah, we reunited the dad and Ghelfi. That would be a checkbox in my mind.
All right.
You might,
fine.
Fine.
All right, I guess.
Like squeezing water from a rock.
Encounter a new creature. Yes. Critter.
Bramblebees.
Yes.
Yeah.
Have a significant NPC encounter.
Ben, were the Bramblebees always meant to be sentient, the queen? Or is that kind of a spur of the moment decision?
No, they're creatures.
Okay.
They're considered creatures.
Okay, cool.
So, yeah. Yeah, I would consider the queen that, since you've become allies with her.
Yeah. That's cool.
Solve a problem creatively.
I'll say.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Get into peril or hijinks. It wasn't that perilous.
It wasn't perilous for us. Yeah, because we were never, our lives weren't at risk in that capacity. I would say no.
But would you call it
was-
hijinks?
No. I mean, I'm all about the XP, but I don't.
Yeah.
I just don't particularly feel.
I
Those
mean, we've got
hijinksy.
a high standard for hijinks now. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You guys have set the standard.
Noodle's getting into hijinks right now. Look at
Yeah.
that. Look at that.
All right. So that is 4.
I love it.
And then James got 1 XP
Yeah,
for
one.
snitching.
Yeah.
Yes.
Snitches get XP in this situation. They
Now
don't
you
get
do get
stitches.
XP for crafting an item.
Yeah,
So
that would
like
be.
you guys
yeah.
have been missing out on so much XP just because you're not engaging crafting this campaign.
I feel the heat. From
It's
the
on you
GM.
guys. You guys could have so much more XP.
Let me reiterate that this
It literally is.
driven.
I mean, last campaign you guys were crafting more.
That's true.
Riley was a crafter. She was crafty.
That's because I had the crafting wagon.
my type.
Like we could
Yeah.
craft on the go. It was way easier.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, you could still
No.
craft certain things on the go. That
Just
just
no.
had like a forge XP shaving.
Yeah. It's true.
It's wonderful.
But yeah,
I feel
no,
like I actually do XP shame you guys.
Oh, it's
But,
I
it's
love
really
it though.
more just about like
It's
You want us to
shame.
engage in the
play
systems.
testing.
Yeah.
It's about shame, y'all.
All right, cool. 5 days left on the campaign. Let's get it as high as we can.
Let
with
your
our
friends
minds.
know. Let your loved ones know. Hide your loved ones. Hide your kids.
Whoa, we've gained 6 back.
Hey,
Yeah, that's amazing. 7 actually, because we gained 1 immediately when we started.
I love it. We're gonna tell Amir that he's got to start writing and pause all development on whatever he's doing.
Yeah, guys, we're super close to 200. That's amazing. Huge thank you to everybody that's been supporting the campaign so far. It's amazing, and we couldn't do it without you guys.
Huge. I'm
Awesome.
just tickled with how successful you guys have been on this one. Really good.
All right. We're actually, James and I and George, if you're around, you're probably going to be at work, but we're planning on streaming in the middle of the week.
Okay.
Just to like hype the end of the campaign.
Yeah, I
You're
mean, we're
saying
gonna...
I should call in sick.
Yeah. So Wednesday, Thursday,
For this.
George call in sick. Put someone else in the OR. And
Yeah. We got people for that. It's fine. But
just call in from the supply closet.
I'll call in from the operating room once the patients are off to sleep. That's fine.
Last 48. How we doing?
Yeah. This is a check-in from the OR. Everybody wave. What's up? No, we don't do that. That's not how it works, guys. I have to actually say that in case
George, can you
someone is
do like
watching
some
this.
like TikTok video to promote the Land of Ian campaign with like doctors and nurses dancing and stuff?
Yeah, we're gonna do a flash mob. Everyone's gonna have a bogrel like hat on or like head on. That's gonna be perfect.
All right. We're finally going to end the stream.
I refuse.
Wednesday.
So see us on Wednesday and Thursday.
Yeah. Wednesday,
Bye-bye now.
Thursday, Friday. Bye.
Thanks for watching.